We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's 4. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Moore going in motion. On 3rd down, Rodgers. That one on target to Moore. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll look underneath and find 4. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. They bring Judy in motion. On the ground, this is 4. Powering forward. He's in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Browns. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Makes the score Browns 7, Commanders nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He's got his tight end. There's Hurts. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The motion man here is McLaurin. On 1st down, Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Jaden Daniels, you look at his time at LSU, Mike, and he certainly had great wide receivers to throw to. But now being a rookie quarterback and having the veteran presence of a guy like Terry McLaurin, that is such a comfort for any young quarterback getting his feet under him in this league.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And not much there. Down to about the 13. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Samuel.
Trap 60. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Stephanie!
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Commanders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
50. Hey, you block. No.
The drive starts with a carry by Ford. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and 5. Moore going in motion. 3rd and short yardage. It's Rodgers. Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter.
7-7.
They bring Judy in motion. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
You have to appreciate the effort. The guy's given everything he has to try to make something out of nothing, but understand sometimes you just have to live to survive another down and not take a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Thrown quickly. That's Moore on the RPO. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Hey, take 26.
On third down, here's Ford.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This one from just under 50 yards. Gay's kick is good. And the Browns will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken just shy of the goal line. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warrior 70.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
60 Maverick. Here we go. Check go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. On target, got it to McClure. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Nice job there by Terry McLaurin, picking up a fresh set of downs. He's recorded over 1,000 yards each of the last 4 seasons. And now that's somebody that Jayden Daniels, the young rookie quarterback, is going to be able to lean on as he goes through his development process here early in his career.
Daniels now on 1st down. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll motion over Samuel. To the air again is Daniels. Now pass deep from McLaurin. And the Browns are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions, and so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That's caught by Ford. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Quick throw taken in by Judy. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. The motion man here is McLaurin.
79 Bronco. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Come 19, come 19. Ready.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. He'll open this drive on the ground with 4. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll run once more with 4. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Johnny Newton, rookie out of Illinois, there to bring him down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland. as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And not the greatest of kicks there. They're going to mark it on this side of midfield.
Set. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
Daniels now going to look to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Throwing is Daniels. Open man downfield is Brown. A gain there of 27 yards.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Mustang 19.
Here's Daniels. To the goal line and in. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Zuerlein's kick. Up and good. And the Commanders are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. First and 10. They bring Judy in motion. 1st down for Aaron. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
That's the end of the first half.
So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Browns are on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone. Touchback. A-Rod now to throw on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Rodgers on first down. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Rodgers. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Third and long. Moore going in motion. Third and long for Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Here's 4. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. 13 yards on the catch there. It's a Browns first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Out of the gun, they'll give it, and it's 4. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
On the handoff, 4. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run with Dowdle. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Throwing, Rodgers. He'll go right and find his running back. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Cleveland.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Cleveland. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Commanders 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. To the right side. Catch made by McLaurin.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
And in motion is Brown.
70 range. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. That's caught by Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Warrior 70. Let's go. Hey, smash.
They'll motion over Samuel.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Street. Street. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Take go.
3rd and 2. And here's Daniels. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
To the air again is Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Back north. Better.
1st and 10, and here comes 4. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They'll go back to forward on 1st down. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a carry for Dowdle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
30.
From the gun, Rodgers. He finds Judy on that one. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. To throw is Rodgers. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
19 tight. 79 Broncos. Big alert.
They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now, a big 3rd down.
18 Rattler. Cut 19. Go.
3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
18 Cardinal.
They'll run with Robinson. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Browns' 9-yard line.
Here we go.
Man in motion is Brown.
18 Pioneer.
Here's Eckler. The ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. Not much there. Maybe a yard. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now a handoff to Ford. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Browns first down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Browns.